Good morning. Good morning to you.
And now we're on all the social media stuff.
Good morning.
That part. So this is the Melanated Morning Show. Good morning. And as soon as I find my telephone.
How are you all today? We're going to go to commercials, but
Yes.
I always love saying good morning first thing.
So we're going to take some commercials, and we will.
We'll be right back in 3.5.
Yeah, that part. Okay. Just like she just said.
The Melanated Morning Show. With DJ Kid Disco and co-host Cinda Williams. WGFB-FM radio.
So are you ready?
How it used to be. Something for everyone. 24/7, 365.
After these messages, we'll be right.
Listen. You Only Think You Know, Cinda Williams, co-host of the PPC radio show and the Melanated Morning Show. You've seen her in films with some of the GOATs. You may have even heard her sing her way to the top. You don't have to judge the book by its cover. You can get the book and read it cover to cover. I'm talking about Pink Panty Confessions by Cinda Williams, available in paperback and digital format in all good bookstores. I would probably look in Amazon.
Pink Panty Confessions, the book.
Hey everybody, it is Shelly Shell Williams, host of Single on a Saturday Night. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Single on a Saturday Night TV. That's at Single on a Saturday Night TV. Follow us on Instagram and we'll follow back.
For the health and safety of our guests and team members, we're here for you. That means frequently deep cleaning our stores and wiping down carts and baskets after each use, reserving dedicated shopping hours for our most vulnerable guests, providing masks and gloves to our team members, and offering contactless shopping options through the Target app, like Drive Up and same-day delivery. We are here for you now more than ever, and your health and safety is our highest priority. Learn more at target.com/a bullseye-view.
New Dunkin' Refreshers. Vibrant fruit flavors like strawberry, dragon fruit, and peach passion fruit. B vitamins and energy from green tea. All under 200 calories. Order ahead via the Dunkin' app for a contactless way to order, pay, and pick up in the drive-thru. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Amazon is hiring near you. Earn a competitive wage and start as soon as 7 days. No resume or experience required. Health and safety are a top priority with all of Amazon's roles and sites. Amazon is taking precautions in their buildings to keep people healthy. Go to amazon.com/apply. That's amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey everybody, it's Shelly Shell Williams, Philly's Oprah, executive producer of Urban Expressions, Single on a Saturday Night, but I am a business, social media, and media coach. And if you're looking to show up on social media with a purpose, I have a course for you. Have you been struggling as an entrepreneur, trying to figure out how to get people to engage, how to get people to buy, how to get people just to see you on social media? I have just a course for you. Please go to ShellyShellWilliams.com to find out more.
WGFB-FM radio.
So are you ready?
How it used to be. Something for everyone. 24/7, 365.
Yo, what's good? This is Tracy Lee, and you already know I gets down with the Get Down, man. Grown Folks Radio all day.
Hi, everybody. This is Cinda Williams, and I am the co-host of the Melanated Morning Show and the host of the PPC Radio Show. And you are listening to Grown Folks Radio. Radio.
Let me clear myself. I am the legendary DJ Cool, and if I were you, I would keep my joint locked to GrownFolksRadio.com. They keeping you up on the latest everything out here. Don't forget the name, GrownFolksRadio.com.
The Melanated Morning Show with DJ Kid Disco and co-host Cinda Williams.
Good morning again.
You know what? I'm going to get Nikki to make us a new drop. You know why?
Why?
As I was reflecting, it's been a year now, right?
Sure it has.
And the way I see it, you and I have been through the trenches together.
Yeah.
So I don't see you as a co-host anymore.
What do you see me as?
An equal. We're hosting together.
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet.
Yeah, I don't see you. Like, because I'm lost when you're not here. Think about it.
You know what's funny is I feel the same. I don't know. I didn't even realize that I was supposedly a subordinate. I am so, I don't know about that stuff. So I would never, if I knew that, I would never have called Shelly a co-host, because to me, Shelly is as important on PPC as I am, as is you, as is Craig, as is Jenny. Everybody's equal. You know, I do, get the guests and prepare and do that kind of stuff. But if co-host equals meaning subordinate, we need to change that too.
In this business, it kind of does. It really does.
I didn't know that.
It really does, especially on radio and TV shows like this, which, by the way, we are TV material.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the PPC radio has been on TV.
Right.
Times. But no, actually it does. It really does. I never thought of that. And here's the thing that I know about Shelly, me knowing Shelly as well as I do. Usually Shelly's not. No, that's not true, because I've seen her co-host in a couple capacities. So I won't say, but usually Shelly is a go-getter. Shelly is a take charge. And because she's so phenomenal in the business,
Mm-hmm.
It is hard for her to be a co-host per se, but I don't see Shelly not having a good time doing this with you.
Yeah, I enjoy her, and I've always been an ensemble player. I've never cared about being the lead singer, being the lead actress. Matter of fact, I prefer to be in an ensemble because I like working with people. I like the energetic exchange. I don't have to be the focus. People always be crazy.
Breeze, but you do have that teacher in you.
I do. I mean, I have a lot to say, and I'm not afraid to say it.
No,
it's not because I'm in charge. It's just because
sometimes you pull out the ruler and you're like, okay, get it together.
Well, I would say that to my partner, to, it's not an authoritative position. It's just,
You're meticulous. You're about order. I do know.
Yeah, that. I am. And that drives some people crazy, because some people like to just live by the seat of their pants, and I can respect that. I am not like that at all.
You know what? I'm like middle of the fence, but I do have to say, and I've even had people say to me that they feel that I'm kissing your tail. I'm all up your behind. I've actually that's been said to me by people, but
that's unfortunate, because I do not want to have my tail kissed. I like respect. Mutual respect is important to me, but
what it is that usually you keep me on point. Like when there's a deadline, especially with the podcast.
Yeah.
You're very meticulous about the podcast, which is cool. That's how. But you're also very much like, okay, we got to do it. Okay, we got to do it. Okay, we got to do it. No, not this. Take that out. Do this. You're very meticulous, but that just makes me a better producer, though.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have an ear for certain things. I don't actually have the skills to do the actual engineering, but I can hear when something needs to be adjusted, or that's how we work together. That doesn't put me above you. That
No,
just means
but it
that,
is your brand.
yeah, yeah, it's important to me how professional to be as professional as possible, but yet still, like when we're talking on this show or any of the shows, it's not completely structured. We have a possible theme or
Your,
a direction,
your
but
show is
we,
more structured than this.
yeah, mine is more structured, but at the same time, I don't know which direction it's going to go because it's a conversation. It's not, it's not scripted. None of it is scripted. We really are trusting our guests, and sometimes it doesn't always work out. Sometimes the guest isn't comfortable, and so um, I have to work around that or guide or lead, and that's my role in PPC, and that's your role here. Sometimes you have to take the reins if something is getting a little out of control or whatever. Sometimes you have to say, okay,
And I,
so anyway, let's do this, or what do you
right,
think
and I
about
hate
that?
doing that. I hate doing that. I do, but sometimes it has to be done.
Yeah, it does. Sometimes it has to be done. And it doesn't, I don't dislike doing it. I sometimes I can keep people on task, as we call it when we teach, on task. If something is going out or astray, or it's heading in a direction that I don't think represents the show well, then yeah, sometimes you got to make that decision. And it's my responsibility to do that, because if the show gets out of hand, it's my fault. The show isn't going in a direction that's helpful and hopeful and that will heal people, which is my intention with that show, then I'm not doing my job.
You know what's crazy?
Mm.
It's the duality of it, because on your show it's all about self-help and healing, right? I love that. On this show, it's about to make you mad and make you aware, wake you up, and
Yeah, it's two completely different vibes. And honestly, there are people that prefer one or the other. I have friends that listen to the morning show. They love the morning, like Malik Truth. He prefers the morning show. He doesn't listen. He's a self-help guru himself, but I guess maybe, he just feels more comfortable watching and listening and participating in the morning show. It's more fun. My show can be fun, but it's a little bit more serious sometimes, even though we can get really deep on here. It's just a different vibe.
Your show
And that's why I can do both shows, because they're nothing alike.
Your show makes me reflect.
Right.
Your show, if you notice, a lot of times I get super quiet because I'm sitting over here probably boohooing or thinking about, damn, that was real. Damn, that was deep. Especially Jenny, where
Yeah, she's gifted. She's a gifted healer. She heals you emotionally. And I literally take notes on that show. I take notes from everybody's thoughts. I mean, our show yesterday with Michael Swinford was a beautiful show because I think that, unfortunately, not that many people were watching live, and I have a feeling that some people were a little uncomfortable with the subject matter, because I purposefully made it very obviously about pride, and some people don't understand the gay lifestyle, and a lot of my listeners, I don't think, but it's a part of our lives. It's out there, and it's not bad. It's just what it is. But I can't change any minds. I'm not trying to change minds.
it's not bad. It's just different.
It's just not what people are used to, and so they don't want to hear about it, and that's cool. It really is cool.
Yeah, but you ain't got no choice to hear about it. I mean, it is what it is.
it's in your face, you know what I mean? So why not get some understanding of a different point of view? If you agree with it or not, I'm not gay. I have no intention of being gay, but I have friends that are gay and I love them. I have friends that are a whole lot of things and I love them that are different. I respect them. I don't necessarily hang out in the gay clubs anymore. I did when I was young. So they had the best music.
Listen, everybody's different. You have a little brother who's an asshole. That don't make you an asshole. That just means
Right. Yeah, I love people where they are. And so every subject matter is fair play for me. Every subject matter is although there are some things I obviously cannot talk about. I have to be careful. I had a really bad experience, a couple of months ago where I vented and really hurt someone. And I would never do that again because they asked me not to.
Yeah.
They don't do that. Yeah. So I respect people's wishes. And I make mistakes, not everybody wants to hear me talking about what we're dealing with the public, even though no one knew that person, no one knew anything about that person, it still was offensive to them. So it's all a learning experience.
So, okay, where should we go first? Let's just get right into it. Bill, Uncle Bill is home.
Bill Cosby.
And I've always, first of all, let me make this disclaimer first of all, because I know I'm going to get some emails on this one. I am not making light, nor is the station, nor is Cinder. We are not making light of the victims, alleged victims, whatever, however you want to see it. I'm not making light of their plight or whatever. They see what they see. They feel what they feel. And I'm not making light of sexual crimes or anything of the sort. My issue is not whether he was guilty or innocent. And they said this on the news. They've been saying this. He was not released on, and this is not vindicate him or anything of the sort. It's the procedure. And that's what I have an issue with. And that's why I never agreed with it. I thought that he was set up. It was political. And there was an agreement made. This is why he was released. There was an agreement made by the Montgomery County District Attorney that when he gave his statement, and this is prior to him being tried by this new district attorney, the original district DA made an agreement with him in writing that they would not prosecute if he gave a statement. He did. That's where the Fifth Amendment comes in. He did. This new district attorney came in, got overzealous. They did it for political reasons. I'm not going to get into details. Y'all know about his what he was trying to buy. And all of a sudden, they prosecute him in a case that he was guaranteed that they wouldn't prosecute him. That's the first problem I had with the case. Second problem. What's his name? Barr? Not Bill Barr. Wasn't this the guy's name who was getting confirmed as a Supreme Court justice?
I don't remember. Garland?
Garland. Is that his name?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. The guy that was it the guy that, I don't know. I'm not even going to try. I think I have an idea, but I don't want to mess up.
In college, he was all these
in trouble. Everybody was saying he was abusive and stuff, and
women were coming forward,
sexually abusive, and then
Now, if you remember, I'm going to set the timeline up. Bill was convicted during that summer, and then later on, this guy was being confirmed, and women were coming forward, and the Republicans were saying, well, we can't go on that testimony because it's all hearsay. There's no proof, yada, yada, yada. It happened so long ago. But that's the same thing that happened with Bill. It was all hearsay. There was no proof. It happened years ago. There was no physical evidence whatsoever. Now, it was also stated that Andrea Constant, whatever her name is, Sideshow Bob, that's what she looked like to me. When she signed the NDA with Bill years ago, like 20-something years ago. When Camille decided that it's time to cut her off, all of a sudden, she was so,
She thought she was going to be paid forever.
Mm-hmm. And it was a nice little sum she was getting every month. She was getting a check every month.
That's why it pays to not mess with people you don't know. Y'all got to have a really deep connection. And then even then you got to be careful, because what if things change? What if the decisions that you make could hurt you, but not them, and they could use it against you? I mean, how deeply do you know the person that you're doing these things with? You really have to be conscious of those choices. Like, for instance, me. I have been in a situation multiple times where there have been men in my, that I'm seeing or whatever, since the advent of the cell phone, that they just want sexy pictures of me. You know what I'm saying? They want pictures showing my tatas or something. And I won't do that. I'm not going to do that. Because
threatening to put you on Pornhub or some shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to put myself in the position so that somebody down the road, I mean, I'm hopeful that the people that I know are loving and would protect me no matter what happened to us. But I can't be guaranteed that. So why put myself in the position, or them and even in the position, to be tempted to do something so harmful to me? I'm never going to show. One time there was this Indian director that wanted to put me in a Bollywood movie. I don't know if it's true or not. They might have been a catfish, had knows, but begging for pictures of me and my body. I was like, I just didn't know what to do. I mean, not be naked, just in a swimsuit. So I ended up doing it because it was a swimsuit. But it really was it was troublesome to me, because I just was like, what if this man uses this against me? I don't even know this person. But it was just a swimsuit, and that's why I went on and did it, because I was like, well, the swimsuit is something you can see any day on any beach.
True.
On any type of body. You know what I mean? There are women, oh my gosh, the other day in Florida, I saw this woman, she couldn't have been less than 350 pounds with a thong on. Okay. And she, now some 350-pound people are shaped in such a way that they are beautiful.
I've seen some sisters.
Yeah. Yes, they're beautiful. They're big, but they're beautiful and smooth and whatever.
Jill
This
Scott.
lady was not that. This lady should have had on a midi dress or something to cover up the crinkly cottage cheese crap. You're not going to see me walking around like that, because I'm older and I'm trying to smooth this stuff out. But it's hard when you get older. Your skin gets looser. It's just, and if you have muscles, those muscles, it just looks really bad. That woman shouldn't have done that. But my point is that people are always in a suit or walking around half naked. So that is not some big deal if that got out of a picture of me in a swimsuit. You know what I'm saying? And I looked good at the time. I looked really good.
I guess Bill figured all those years, because I think she was getting that check for at least 20-something, 25 years. And I get it, but you should have known once you cut that check off.
Well, why would he? Why would he think I'm sure he thought statute of limitations. I'm sure he thought, that she was over it. There's a lot of things that he could have thought, but imagine that's her budget. She budgets that money in for her lifestyle. She's lived on this. She probably has other money coming in, but she knows that she's getting this money every month from Mr. Cosby because he's got to protect his image because he's got this fake false image. That's not him. He's not some sweet little perfect black man, bougie black man. That's not him. He's a real down earth. He's funny. He's silly. He can be nasty. He's a fun guy. He's regular. He would have been so much better off in the long run had he just been himself. You know what I'm saying? He curses. He talks about, nasty stuff. He's just a guy. I like the real Cosby. I like him. I think he's funny. You know what I mean? But he had to protect this image, and she thought that he was willing to protect that image forever, and she was living this lifestyle based on that money. And now all of a sudden, it's gone.
There were other political reasons behind it. We're not going to go into detail for personal reasons, but there was other political reasons behind it. But I'm going to skip past the I'm just going to say 3 letters, and then we're going to move on. NBC. We're moving on. Anyway, I'm angry at Temple University. I was angry when they did it. They took his honorary doctorate away. They took down the mural, all kind of stuff. Why y'all?
Well, the thing about that is, I completely understand what you're saying, but at the same time, a university is so dependent on donations, and he was not their only donor. And
true, why? Then give him his money back.
Yeah, they could have done that. There's definitely ways they could have.
If you feel that way, if you want to part ways, that's all well and good. Then give him his dough back.
We have some. I just now found the messages. I didn't even know we had any. But Chauncey says good morning. Let's get it. Robbie Cousin says good morning. Malik Ismail, good morning, sir.
I'm sorry.
He said, thanks so much for speaking with me yesterday. This was one of the best shows in broadcasting. God bless you. Thank you so much for that support and encouragement. Ramon says, good morning. Eddie, Chauncey says, I don't get that vibe. You're too great. You two are great together. Okay. Good morning, Mike. People can flip on you in a minute. That's what I'm saying, Mike. Malik says ex-supermodel Beverly Johnson had to retract her accusation against Bill Cosby, not saying he didn't do anything, but opportunism can be used against stars. Absolutely. And Chauncey says, sounds like the old casting couch. Creepy, not cool at all. I don't think that was this. I know what the casting couch looks like because I've been there. I've not slept in that couch or I chose not to be in that couch, but I know what that looks like. I don't think that's what it is.
All right, well, I'm going to just make this disclaimer, and I'm just keeping it funky. If Jill Scott, let me think, who else? Tamela Mann, Jill Scott.
Tamela Mann is beautiful. Jill Scott is gorgeous.
Tiffany Haddish can get it just because I love the way she smokes.
Tiffany Haddish is somebody that I wish was one of my besties. Her and Michelle Obama. I would love to be in a room with them.
I would hang, but I don't think I want to get on the casting couch with Michelle. I
didn't say anything about the casting couch. I was just saying.
I'm on the casting couch. All right, can I have?
I know you're still on the casting couch. Okay.
I'm on the casting couch. You over there?
I would like you to retract that statement. Because you don't need a casting couch. Get your woman just because of you, not because you need to use her to give her a job.
Okay, then let's just say
put yourself in that category.
Okay, then let's just put it another way. Let's just talk about the celebrities I want to do. Okay,
that's fine. You can do that. Hi, Michael. Thank you so much again for coming on our show. You were amazing. And if you guys did not see PPC radio show yesterday, you need to watch the beautiful show. Thank you to Michael Swinford and all the crew.
Yes, thank you, crew. You know who else? Don't judge me. Don't judge me, y'all. Whoopi Goldberg.
Why would that be something to judge you against you?
Because
I know you like thick women.
No, but Whoopi smoked good weed and bug out.
Yeah, she smoked good weed, yeah.
I bet you Whoopi. I bet you Whoopi a freak. Like, just, all right, y'all, we got to go to break. I'm just saying, she smoked good weed. I would love to hang out with Whoopi.
Chauncey, said he's sorry for saying the casting couch, you're bad. And the casting couch is real. You didn't say nothing wrong. I just don't think that in these circumstances it had anything to do with that. Because these weren't actors.
I think
These
they
weren't
were
actors.
I think that was mutual. I think they were partying. I really do, because Bill is giving her these drugs, right? And she said she knew what he was doing. All right, so what was he doing while you was taking these drugs? What was Bill doing? He was taking them too. Oh, that's a party.
Well, to me, it's a party the second time. The first time, if you receive drugs that you didn't know you were going to receive, that is one thing. But if you came back
and she came
over and over again, and you knew what was going on, then that's a party. That's a mutual agreement. But I wasn't there. I can't make a judgment on that. I have been in these situations before, so I know that things happened that we don't know anything about. So I don't know. I can't judge this woman.
And I'm not here for that. My issue is the procedure. That district attorney made a written contract with him.
And on that note, we should either come back to this or move on, but it is now 10:33. Need to take.
We're going to go to break, and
please stick with us, guys. Thank you. All my lovely melanated and not melanated friends. I think we're all melanated though, aren't we? We got some color. There ain't no white sheets walking around this house, this world. I've seen some white people. Maybe there are. What are they called? Albinos.
Albinos.
They're not melanated.
Okay. So I want to show you something, Seabree, since we're going to break. This will be perfect to play this.
Radio.
So are you ready?
How it used to be. Something for everyone. 24/7, 365.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Listen. You only think you know Cinda Williams, co-host of the PPC radio show and the Melanated Morning Show. You've seen her in films with some of the GOATs. You may have even heard her sing her way to the top. You don't have to judge the book by its cover. You can get the book and read it cover to cover. I'm talking about Pink Panty Confessions by Cinda Williams, available in paperback and digital format in all good bookstores. I would probably look in Amazon.
Pink Panty Confessions, the book.
Hey, everybody.
PPC, 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 yeah. PPC, PPC, CPC, yeah. Join me so we can grow together. Conversation, get that healing. Let them know what they're missing. Share with your best friend. Tell them come hear this, yeah. Don't you dare miss your blessings. Powerful lessons, true confessions, yeah. PPC, yeah. A powerful tool for you. PPC, yeah. A powerful tool for you. PPC, yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful. Oh. Nice. Wow, very, very nice. It's a lot. It's long, but it's awesome.
It took me until 3 a.m. to do that.
Oh my gosh.
It took forever to do that.
Uh,
I promise.
wow. Okay, we got a break, but I loved it. Malik said Shaka Khan and Erykah Badu have gotten thicker, and he loves it. And he loves Jill Scott. Love the KD. What's the KD? Do you know what the KD is, Paula?
Yes, in the beginning of the video, the Kid Disco.
Oh, okay. Love
And
that
you know,
logo,
it-
Kid
It was
Disco.
a
Michael
movie
said.
theme dedicated
Yeah.
to you.
Ooh, good morning, Cuzzo. Enjoying the show. Love you too, Robbie. Yeah, let's go to break. That was beautiful. I am so overwhelmed by it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So now we are going to go to break. I just wanted to show you.
I love it. Thanks.
That's your anniversary present.
Yay. I'm gonna put it on. I need to get it so I can put it on Insta and wherever on my
Yeah,
fan
I'm going
page
to
and
send it
stuff.
to you. I'm going to post it. I just wanted you to see it first and get your natural reaction. You know.
I love it.
The Melanated Morning Show with DJ Kid Disco and co-host Cinda Williams. WGFB FM Radio.
So are you ready?
How it used to be. Something for everyone. 24/7, 365.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Listen. You only think you know Cinda Williams, co-host of the PPC radio show and the Melanated Morning Show. You've seen her in films with some of the GOATs. You may have even heard her sing her way to the top. You don't have to judge the book by its cover. You can get the book and read it cover to cover. I'm talking about Pink Panty Confessions by Cinda Williams, available in paperback and digital format in all good bookstores. I would probably look in Amazon.
Pink Panty Confessions, the book.
Hey everybody, it is Shelly Show Williams, host of Single on a Saturday Night. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Single on a Saturday Night TV. That's at Single on a Saturday Night TV. Follow us on Instagram and we'll follow back.
For the health and safety of our guests and team members, we're here for you. That means frequently deep cleaning our stores and wiping down carts and baskets after each use, reserving dedicated shopping hours for our most vulnerable guests, providing masks and gloves to our team members, and offering contactless shopping options through the Target app, like Drive Up and same-day delivery. We are here for you now more than ever, and your health and safety is our highest priority. Learn more at target.com/a bullseye-view.
New Dunkin' Refreshers. Vibrant fruit flavors like strawberry, dragon fruit, and peach passion fruit. B vitamins and energy from green tea. All under 200 calories. Order ahead via the Dunkin' app for a contactless way to order, pay, and pick up in the drive-thru. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Amazon is hiring near you. Earn a competitive wage and start as soon as 7 days. No resume or experience required. Health and safety are a top priority with all of Amazon's roles and sites. Amazon is taking precautions in their buildings to keep people healthy. Go to amazon.com/apply. That's amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey everybody, it's Shelly Show Williams, Philly's Oprah, executive producer of Urban Expressions, Single on a Saturday Night, but I am a business, social media, and media coach. And if you're looking to show up on social media with a purpose, I have a course for you. Have you been struggling as an entrepreneur, trying to figure out how to get people to engage, how to get people to buy, how to get people just to see you on social media? I have just the course for you. Please go to ShellyShowWilliams.com to find out more.
WGFB FM Radio.
So are you ready?
How it used to be. Something for everyone. 24/7, 365.
Yo, what's good? This is Tracy Lee, and you already know I gets down with the get down, man. Grown Folks Radio all day.
Hi, everybody. This is Cinda Williams, and I am the co-host of the Melanated Morning Show and the host of the PPC Radio Show. And you are listening to Grown Folks Radio. Radio.
Let me clear myself. I am the legendary DJ Cool, and if I were you, I would keep my joint locked to GrownFolksRadio.com. They keeping you up on the latest everything out here. Don't forget the name, GrownFolksRadio.com.
So on the break, we got some messages in. Malik Ismail, who was a wonderful guest for us yesterday, wants to hire you to do a promo for his show, the Vanguard Show on podcast, if you're available. So y'all need to communicate. You should, if you don't have him as a friend, you should friend him. So, or Malik, you should friend him, whatever, so you guys can work together. Paula said nice graphics. Chauncey said that was dope, Betty. Robbie said, happy anniversary. Thank you, sweetheart. And James says, good morning. Hey, homie. And my Bethy Boo says, good morning.
Bethy Boo. You know.
That's my queen.
Can I say something about Bethy Boo real quick?
Mm-hmm. Sure can.
I know
you're being kind to her, because if you're not, I'll come out of Philly and kick you.
I know I get under Bethy Boo's skin, but I really like Bethy Boo. I really do.
That's my girl.
Especially when I saw Melanated After Dark, I was like, a duffel bag. Oh my God.
You're still on a duffel bag.
I can't get past that.
You can't get past the duffel bag.
I cannot. I will never get past the duffel bag.
So you have helped him for the rest of life, Beth, when it comes to his imagination and his fantasy world.
Messed that all up. Like,
you didn't mess it up, you fixed it. You guys, did you know I use incense? I'm a very olfactory person, and smells mean everything. And put my little incense on while we're here. Ooh.
My mom used to burn them.
Mm-hmm. Keep you in the energetic flow. Yes.
She used to do it to hide the weed smell. Ain't nobody stupid.
Well, I don't do it for that, but I do it because I love incense. I love the
My
smell.
mom was a 60s, 70s typical piehead. Where
I didn't even know people that smoked pot until I didn't know certain people smoked. Let's first say that. I didn't even know people smoked pot in my family until much later, because they didn't share that part of their lives with me, because everybody thought it was such a goody two shoes. So I never witnessed people smoking weed until that one experience I was telling you about. My first husband.
My mom used to grow weed.
I know people right now that are growing weed.
My mom would take and grow the weed, then she would take and roll it, take the seeds to make the cookies and to make the wine.
That's an idea.
She used weed to its potential. Then
I really like the feeling that the sleep, what it does for my sleep. Nothing helps me better. I wish I had access to it, but I'm in a non-weed state. So
I'm gonna have to hook you up with the hookup when you get here to Philly.
I can't take it home with me. That's my problem.
Right. Yeah, you can't get on the plane with it.
I can't get on a plane with that. They got drug dogs everywhere.
Even edibles?
I wouldn't take a chance. I don't take those kind of chances.
Listen, I got your address. I'm gonna send you some gummy bears.
I have no comment. No comment.
I'll make a phone call. I got you.
No comment about that at all. What are you talking about? Don't say these kind of things to me.
Meanwhile, she looking, did he come yet? Did the mailman come yet?
Dude, and with you, it might take 3 or 4 weeks before you remember because you're so high.
That is true.
I need that camera too. So come on with it.
See? I forgot all.
I'm gonna have to text you about 10 times for my goodies.
Listen,
you guys, I don't know if y'all can notice, but this camera sucks. I'm using my new laptop that Grown Folks Radio has provided. Thank you very much, Grown Folks radio.
But
And
the camera does blow
the camera is boo-boo.
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm all pixelated and not really clear, but we're going to fix that. Also, right in front of me is my window, and I like light. I like we talked about yesterday. I like the sunlight, and even though it's overcast today, still bright, and so it makes me look super non-melanated on the side.
So I want to talk about some good news. That first of all, my grandbaby is now 1 day old.
Happy birthday to you.
And she's...
What's her name?
See, I don't know.
You don't know her name yet?
No, I know her name. I'm just... Listen. I don't know what's wrong with these kids. Why they named that girl that? They're pretty... They named her Icy.
Oh, that's right, Icy. Whatever.
I-C-Y.
I see why. The only thing about it is, what does icy mean to them? So whatever icy means to them, they got to be clear with that child that it's something positive and beautiful. Because when I think of icy, I think of a cold, distant person. So, it sounds really cool. Maybe that's where they were going, cool, real cool, laid back. I'm not sure, but when you make those kind of decisions to name your child something that's specific and that has such a strong meaning,
well, he named my grandson Kawhi.
I like that name.
After Kawhi Leonard, he plays basketball.
I like Kawhi. It's a beautiful name.
Icy
is just specific.
Listen, I was calling the boy Kiwi. I don't fucking know.
Why? Like, why?
Right, why did you name him that? Why?
I like Kawhi.
Man, I was calling, for real, I was calling the boy Kiwi for like 6 months.
Well, I'm glad you don't call him Kiwi anymore, because that's not his name.
I thought the boy, listen.
I ain't never been so kids loved me when I was teaching them, but in the beginnings, it was really hard, because if you mispronounce their name, they are so offended. So before I would call out the rule, I would always say, okay, before I start calling out the rule, I want you guys to forgive me ahead of time if I mispronounce your name, because I see hundreds of children a day or every other day, depending on if it's high school or elementary or middle. And so somebody might have the same exact name as you and it's pronounced a different way. So don't be offended if I mess it up. Just tell me how to say it correctly. You might have to tell me 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, but some of the times you're going down the list, Colgate.
It's Colgate and they pronounce it Colgate. I know it happens all the time, but it's their name, and the name is important to a person. So you have to pronounce it correctly. And I can't stand, like I did with Michael the other day, and writing his name wrong. And I did it with someone else too, a female guest. Oh, Vicky. I misspelled, and I've known Vicky for many years, and I misspelled her name. I always thought it was a different spelling forever. And it was always on her emails and stuff. I just was and didn't pay attention.
Well,
they don't like it when you mess up their names,
man. But I wanted to say that to segue into a new era that has come about in the NCAA, and I have been saying this for centuries. They finally ruled that they can be paid. They can get endorsements, the whole 9 yards.
So is that all sports? That's NCAA is all the sports in college.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing.
Since the beginning of time, the NCAA has never. Their athletes were banned, yet they're making billions of dollars.
Yeah, it was never fair. It was never fair.
Do you know how much a head basketball coach makes, like a Bobby Knight or somebody? About $2.2 million.
So not fair.
You know how much they pay them kids? Goose egg.
They put them through school, right?
Whoop-de-doo.
And they try to give them gifts and stuff, but that ain't nothing compared to what they're making. So it's only fair.
But if it wasn't for these athletes, the NCAA wouldn't be making this money.
Right, of course.
Pay them.
There's no game without the players.
And there's no guarantee that this kid that's playing ball, he might break his goddamn leg, and then he can't even get to the pros.
True. And that happens to far too many of them.
It almost happened to my son.
Really?
He got hurt his last year in rowing. Good thing that he was able to turn it around, and he did get picked up by the Steelhawks Arena League. Yeah, it happens. But I think I just feel as though that's a very good thing that these kids, they should be paid.
Of course they should. If this was an amateur thing that the only money was just paying for the events and the places and it would be one thing, but it's not. It's
$1 billion industry. TV.
It's an industry, and they basically, those students were slaves.
Mm-hmm.
They were not being paid for the profit. All this profit was coming in. They were getting an education. I still want to say that is a profit, but that's not comparable, right? It's not comparable to the profits that the schools and the coaches and all of them are making. It's not fair.
Well, it's just like amateur boxers. When they're on the Olympic team, I think you should be paid.
Well, then it wouldn't be amateur.
You should be paid a less salary.
They get paid through endorsements. That's how they get paid. They get paid through endorsements. They weren't even allowing your students to get paid through endorsements.
They weren't even allowing endorsements.
They were the face of the sports, and they were getting nothing for their work. And they're not saying they're going to pay for every student, because not every student is the star or whatever. But if they have endorsements, they don't get their money. Finally. So if you have the dream of being a college athlete and making that money, you gotta really play your game well. And not only that, you gotta have a personality that's interesting. You gotta take care of your health. You gotta look
Just
good.
imagine if like Patrick Ewing or Ralph Sampson or Charles Barkley or any of those guys that did, but they were the face of the NCAA, especially Patrick Ewing and Hakeem Olajuwon and Hardaway and the list of Iverson. I would say LeBron. I forgot LeBron came out of high school.
Well, I have a friend that's been a part of this business for a while, and he said that they would do undercover things, right? They would purchase houses for the parents of these kids and different things like that under cover, because it wasn't legal. And the alumni would pay for it, but now it's legal, so they can really legally do what should have been done from the beginning.
Cut them a check. They're putting their bodies on the line. Cut them a check. The only time you pay for free is high school. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, unless they want to change the whole system and make it so that nobody can.
Hey, there's Michael right there.
Michael says, he was going back to the name thing.
Mm-hmm.
They actually, no one is really, except for this other person. Malik said, as soon as I retire, weed and I will get reacquainted quickly. I've already warned my wife. Michael said, all good, Cinda. And he said his middle name is Todd. And that's what the family calls him. I got made fun of for years because of Lisa Lupner and Todd on SNL. That's funny. Do you remember that?
No.
Those characters? No. Todd. What's his name? The actor Will Ferrell, I think, played Todd.
Oh, yeah. The
cheerleaders. Hey, that was funny.
That you know which one? Remember way back in the they used to do the routine. I think it was I forget his name. He used to do stuff with Eddie all the time, but the one where he did with the girl, Doug, we're the Whiners, Doug and Wendy Weiner.
Oh gosh, I don't remember that. That's too long ago. You showing your age, old man.
Ain't you the oldest?
I am, but I don't remember that. And I look younger than you.
Damn.
Sorry, that was uncalled for. I really apologize. They gonna say, they gonna say, that's your much older uncle, right? I'm doing a funny. It's a funny.
Wow, this is wow. This is so wow. Gilda Radner.
Gilda Radner, I love her.
Remember the one that Eddie did with, I can't remember his name, where they did Ebony and Ivory. Mm-hmm. Eddie played Stevie. What the
Oh, Michael's right. It was Dan Aykroyd, not Will Ferrell. That was way before Will Ferrell came around. Dan Aykroyd. That's right.
And if you remember that one, then how you don't remember? Because that was in the 80s.
I'm reading what Michael said. I didn't remember that mess. Michael's my senior. Hey, there's somebody older than me. Back to sports. Malik said the Fab Five at Michigan would have benefited from getting money for their jerseys and their apparel.
The Fab Five from Michigan was probably one of the most infamous college teams. I know you wasn't in the college sports like that.
No. What year was that? What time was that?
It had to be 90.
In the 90s.
92, something like that. Might have been a little bit early.
So who was Fab Five? Who were they?
Timmy Hardaway. Come on, y'all, help me out.
Whoever knows, let us know, because
big man.
I definitely don't know.
The big man, and he was a monster. Oh, what the freak was his name? I know Hardaway. Penny was part of them.
These
Grant
were
Hill.
youngsters. No, maybe they're around my age.
Grant Hill, Penny
Grant
Hardaway.
Hill.
Was it Penny or Tim? It was one of them Hardaway boys. Grant Hill, not Tim Duncan. Oh, what the hell was his name? He was a monster. Come on, y'all, help me out. Y'all sports people. Chris Webber, thank you. Chris Webber. Jalen Rose, thank you. Jalen Rose, Chris Webber. Chris Webber was the big man. He was a monster. And it was Michigan. It was the Fab Five. All of the starting, and they call them the Fab Five because all of the starting five was shooting lights out. All of them went to really big NBA teams. Jalen Rose went to what? The Bulls. Chris Webber went to Golden State. Grant Hill went. Everybody know about Grant Hill. No, Grant Hill was Duke. My fault. Grant Hill wasn't with them. Jalen Rose. It was
My brother went to Michigan.
Juwan Howard. Thank you, Juwan Howard. He went to the Washington D.C. The what they the Wizards now. Back then they was the Bullets. Juwan Howard. Thank you, James. Y'all helping me out. Yeah. That's what's his name, Joe Piscopo. The one Joe Piscopo. What? He didn't do too well after Saturday. Well, no, he did a couple movies, quite a few movies.
Not everybody was that great on that show over the years. There's some that just stood out and some that were just ensemble players.
True. I mean, you knew Eddie was fire.
Oh, Eddie was amazing.
I think Eddie saved Saturday Night Live after Garrett Morris.
At that time, yeah. I did a movie with Garrett. He's so sweet. He's the nicest guy. He was so nice. He was much more funny personally in real life to me than he was on that show.
I've always liked Garrett Morrison, just about everything he plays. He's funny. Mm-hmm. I loved him on Jamie Foxx.
Yes, he was really good on that show. And I'm not a big sitcom person, but I did watch it a few times and I loved him on there. That's
Uncle
right.
Junior. That was his name on
Uncle Junior.
Uncle
I like
Junior.
that. Uncle Junior.
And you know who else? May God rest his soul, John Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon is a funny man. Hilarious.
I know. I loved him, his voice. I loved his character on the Boondocks.
You know, I only read the Boondocks cartoon. I never watched the show.
You've never seen the Boondocks?
I watched maybe an episode, a couple of controversial episodes I would watch.
Okay, I gotta give you some homework. I've never done this, but you have got to go to YouTube and look at the Boondocks.
Okay, I will.
That
And
is
when I have time, I don't really have time right now to do anything but my homework. But Jalen Rose, Chris Webber, Juwan Howard.
Yeah, I seen that. I got it. That was the Fab Five. Man, they were monsters. They were monsters. Oh, yeah, I heard that, Michael. That Piscopo got.
We are going back and forth. So many people got hooked on some kind of drug. Still do, honestly. They just make it too easy.
True. We got to take a break, and this will probably be the last one because we are going to play some tunes today.
Oh, on a Thursday?
Yeah, I got some special stuff.
Okay.
Just two.
Anybody have anything specific you want to talk about? Put it in the chat.
Just two little tunes. But we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back and talk about absolutely nothing.
Sounds good to me.
That means a whole lot.
Okay, I wrote it down. This is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to talk about who's who and who that. We're going to talk about everything,
nothing
that means a whole lot of something. Everything, nothing that means a whole lot of something. And from the White House to your house.
To your house.
Your house.
We already know what's going on in the White House. Absolutely nothing. So what's going on in your house?
So if y'all want to talk about something that you got an idea or you want to vent or you want to talk about something, put it in the chat and we'll dive on it. Or can they call?
1-800.com has hooked us up. It will be in effect next week. I just got the email today. Shout out to 1-800.com. Thank you.
And we really want you guys to call in. We want to do more than just read what you have. We want to hear your voices.
So definitely, you know what? We need to push that all the rest of the show. Yes, next week, starting next week, your show as well.
Yay. Good. Although, you know what? People don't comment that much on my show. They do more listening than they do participating.
Because your show is deep. You send people to their personal place, like personal headspace, like, damn, I didn't know that was what was wrong with me. Oh, let me do this to fix it. We'll be back, y'all.
All right. 3.5.
The Melanated Morning Show with DJ Kid Disco and co-host Cinda Williams. WGFB-FM radio.
So are you ready?
Yeah. How it used to be. Something for everyone. 24/7, 365.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Listen. You only think you know Cinda Williams, co-host of the PPC radio show and the Melanated Morning Show. You've seen her in films with some of the GOATs. You may have even heard her sing her way to the top. You don't have to judge the book by its cover. You can get the book and read it cover to cover. I'm talking about Pink Panty Confessions by Cinda Williams, available in paperback and digital format in all good bookstores. I would probably look in Amazon.
Pink Panty Confessions, the book.
Hey everybody, it is Shelly Shell Williams, host of Single on a Saturday Night. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Single on a Saturday Night TV. That's at Single on a Saturday Night TV. Follow us on Instagram and we'll follow back.
For the health and safety of our guests and team members, we're here for you. That means frequently deep cleaning our stores and wiping down carts and baskets after each use, reserving dedicated shopping hours for our most vulnerable guests, providing masks and gloves to our team members, and offering contactless shopping options through the Target app, like Drive Up and same-day delivery. We are here for you now more than ever, and your health and safety is our highest priority. Learn more at target.com/a bullseye view.
New Dunkin' Refreshers. Vibrant fruit flavors like strawberry, dragon fruit, and peach passion fruit. B vitamins and energy from green tea. All under 200 calories. Order ahead via the Dunkin' app for a contactless way to order, pay, and pick up in the drive-thru. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Amazon is hiring near you. Earn a competitive wage and start as soon as 7 days. No resume or experience required. Health and safety are a top priority with all of Amazon's roles and sites. Amazon is taking precautions in their buildings to keep people healthy. Go to amazon.com/apply. That's amazon.com/apply. Amazon is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey everybody, it's Shelly Show Williams, Philly's Oprah, executive producer of Urban Expressions, single on a Saturday night, but I am a business, social media, and media coach. And if you're looking to show up on social media with a purpose, I have a course for you. Have you been struggling as an entrepreneur trying to figure out how to get people to engage, how to get people to buy, how to get people just to see you on social media? I have just a course for you. Please go to ShellyShowWilliams.com to find out more.
WGFB-FM radio.
So are you ready?
Yeah. How it used to be. Something for everyone. 24/7, 365.
Yo, what's good? This is Tracy Lee, and you already know I gets down with the get down, man. Grown Folks Radio all day.
Hi, everybody. This is Cinda Williams, and I am the co-host of the Melanated Morning Show and the host of the PPC Radio Show. And you are listening to Grown Folks Radio. Radio.
Clear my throat. I am the legendary DJ Cool, and if I were you, I would keep my joint locked to Grown Folks Radio.com. They keeping you up on the latest everything out here. Don't forget the name, GrownFolksRadio.com.
So we're back. Now listen. When I say play music, I'm only talking 2 songs, 3 songs.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm not going to do the whole mix.
Malik gave us the rest of the names. Juwan Howard, Jimmy King, and Ray Jackson. That's Malik Ismail. Those are the other 3, and they said they were all freshman starters.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robbie. We're moving up. From your mouth to God's ears. Thank you. And Michael mentioned Whoopi's one-woman show on Broadway. Didn't they film that? Maybe she did more than one, but I know that I saw a film of her one-woman show, and it was super talented.
Yes. Whoopi had about 5 personalities on that show.
It is so good, and they were so real. My daughter pointed out to me the other day, I still haven't finished this show, and I want to finish this show. It was called Mr. Mercedes, which was the first of a trio of books that Stephen King wrote. That is one of my favorites ever. But the guy that plays the main actor in that, I can't remember now. But the guy that played the main actor in Mr. Mercedes also played the guy with the one eye in Harry Potter. And he played on the Comedy Central show where he was being Trump. And I mean, what brought this up was the fact that this man, he looks the same. I mean, and with the Trump, he didn't have any facial hair. He looks the same, but he is such a phenomenal actor that I did not recognize him from character to character. You know how like in some, like for instance, Denzel, you see Denzel, you know Denzel. Denzel looks like Denzel. Denzel acts like Denzel. He's so good at acting like Denzel. He's really, really good at it. and he has been able to create some beautiful characters. But Denzel's always there. You always see his face.
But you know him a mile away.
Yeah. And Oprah too, same thing. You see Oprah in a movie, you're gonna know it's Oprah, and you see Oprah and you think Oprah. Well, this guy and other actors like him, and like Whoopi when she was on a woman show. Billy Bob, he's the same thing. When he was playing his characters, he disappeared. He was no longer Billy Bob. He was the character he was playing. And this actor that I can't remember his name, he's so phenomenal that though he has a very specific red hair, very specific look, I didn't realize he was the same person in all those movies.
Okay, you know what's crazy? It's Just Sex. I did see that.
Relax, It's Just Sex. You didn't know it was me.
I didn't know it was you.
A lot of people have seen a lot of my movies and don't realize it's me. Because they're ensemble pieces, so they don't even care to look at my name. They just watch the movie. I've done a lot of ensemble pieces, and yes, I've been blessed to be able to play very different people.
Now, I do remember me saying this when One False Move came out. I never told you this. I remember when I saw the trailer for One False Move, I'm like, oh, that's the chick from
Mo Better.
Blues. And you know how I recognized you? Your chin.
That's how the lips and the chin, sometimes the eyes, different people, whatever they're drawn to, recognize me. Some people, my voice, recognize me by different things.
It wasn't even looking at the trailer. I'm sorry. Remember back then they had the posters for the movies that came out? And I probably was looking through a magazine, so I'm like, oh yeah, that's the chick from Mo Better Blues. What's her name? What's her? Cinda. Oh yeah, that's her.
A lot of people have never seen that movie, especially Black folks. They ain't never seen One False Move. This guy, I was talking to a filmmaker the other day. He's got a film festival, no doubt, no less. I'm going to be one of the movies that I did last year is premiering in his film festival, and I haven't seen it. I'm nervous, but I heard it's really good. It's called Dawn of Day, I think, and it's a really different kind of for this production company. It's a Black production company, but it's a white-driven movie.
So let me put you in the spot for a minute.
Mm.
I think I asked you this before on the air. Would you do a Mo Better reunion?
They would have to pay me a lot of money. Absolutely, if they paid me correctly this time. Like if I sang, if they paid me for that, yes, I would. I don't have any beef with those people. I think they're super talented geniuses.
So how do you think Clark would be now?
Do you want my honest opinion?
Mm-hmm.
I see her as worn out, a bigger star internationally than here. Chapman stayed in Japan many years, singing and being respected and treated well, but just tired from constantly having to fight for what she wanted. And probably wealthy and probably still singing, but mainly international.
I think she would have ever got married?
The respect level for jazz musicians, no.
I think she would have ever got married?
I think she might, if she got married, I think she might have got married 3, 4, 5 times.
Damn.
Either she didn't get married at all, which I don't think she got married at all. I just think she had boy toys and guys along the way. I don't think she got married. But if she did get married, she got married to and it had a whole bunch of failed relationships because her music was her husband.
So what about Bleak?
I just think he went on to live a very full life, and maybe they had a couple of kids, and the family's musicians. All of the family are musicians, and he's maybe in his son's corner.
So here's the hard one, Shadow.
Shadow, I think he continued on with his career, but also did quite well overseas.
Another one that did quite well overseas.
I mean, most jazz musicians, that's where they
Do well overseas.
because they love it. They love jazz, especially in Japan. They love it. They respect you. I mean, I have never been treated so well as a singer as I was in Japan.
So can I give one about who I think Giant was killed? He had that bad gambling.
He did. He had that bad juju about him. He just attracted negativity and made really silly choices all the time.
Interesting. So we can't go with Fantasia because we already know that what there is.
Yeah, she just died right away. So she was a baby that died young. But what I was saying, when I started to say, was this filmmaker who's doing this film festival contacted me. I'm going to be a part of it at the end of August. And because of this movie, Finding Dawn, or is it? No, Finding Dawn is the movie I'm ready to shoot. This is Day After Dawn. I don't remember. I need to look it up. But anyway, it premieres the first night, and then I don't know what I'm going to be doing for the whole festival, but I'm involved. And he was like, well, what movies do you want me to mention? You know, Mo Better Blues is obvious. One False Move. No, he didn't know one. I said, how about One False Move and Dorothy Dandridge, or, you know, Potter? He's like, One False Move. One False Move. You ain't seen One False Move. You would call yourself a filmmaker? That was like a #1 movie. It was the #1 movie of the year. It didn't win because of politics. And at that point, smaller movies weren't winning yet.
It did very well though, didn't it?
But it was on so many. It was #1 for so many critics. It was huge critically. It didn't make any money. It made its money after. It's still making its money. Shoot, I got about 10 movies right now on Netflix. I got so much stuff on right now, and people are finding these movies for the first time. And he went that night and found it, and he called me. He's like, "OMG, how I missed this? I missed this movie." It's like, I don't know, man. You call yourself a film festival person? How you not know that? And know me for 4 years. How you know me for 4 years? But in a way, I kind of liked that, because that means he's not like a fan. He really is a friend and an associate that I work with, and he respects my work, but not so much that he goes and reads my whole resume and goes and watch every movie I did.
You know what? I started as a fan. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I did. When we first met, and I told you that. I was always a fan of your work. But now,
we be friends.
You just big sis down the hall. Like,
we're friends.
I just see you.
I take care of you if you need some help.
I just see you as just regular, normal folk. Like,
I am. That's who I am.
And guess what, y'all? We get along, but we fuss and fight off the air. We do.
We fuss and fight. I fuss and fight with everybody because I'm very direct and I kind of say what I think.
But then she young boys
likes
just
that.
smack you back of the head. You know, I could be watching TV, she'll just walk past. Like, damn, what was that for?
I'm a true tourist. I'm a tourist. I'm very direct, and I like honesty. So I try to tell the truth about. I try to be kind, though. My dad was different. My dad, he was a truth teller, a brash truth teller. He'd tell you exactly what he felt and hurt your feelings every single time. And so because of that, I decided I didn't want to be that kind of honest. I don't want to hurt people in my truth. I wanted to help people, encourage people, but tell them the truth. So if you are out there and you're a filmmaker or a writer or whatever, don't ever ask for my opinion if you don't. Because I'll tell you the truth of what my truth.
She's gonna tell you the truth, her truth. So let's do a little segment, Seabreeze.
Okay.
It's called "Don't You Hate That?"
Okay.
Don't you hate when you in the Poppy store or the bodega and you just go in there to get some incense or maybe a lighter or, you know what I mean, a soda real quick or whatever, and it's a chick in front of you that's spending her whole week check in the corner store?
I don't have that experience because I don't live in a place that has those.
Well, it don't always
eliminable
have to be
definitions.
you per se. There are listeners and people.
They might. Yes, it is Paul Giamatti, I think. Is that right? I have to look it up. And One False Move is coming on Stars. Amen. More money for me. Not a lot, but
I got to
those little residual checks, I've been getting a lot of them lately. They are little, but little on top of little on top of little helps.
On top of little.
Mm-hmm. And eventually it'll round back around to the top fee, and I'll get some nice checks. A lot of I need those checks. I'm ready for checks.
Speaking of checks.
Wow.
The PPC book.
Yeah.
I'm going to need y'all to start going to Amazon. Or how does Bass say it? I suggest you check.
That's all. I suggest you go. I love his voice. And I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, I just love English accent. No, I like his voice.
So do you get pizza delivered? Because you're such a funny eater. That's why I have to ask you.
Not typically. I make it myself.
I knew. Why did I know that? I knew that.
I told you I'm a good cook. I'm not one of those people. I'm not a foodie. I'm not like, oh, I gotta cook all the time. But I'm good at it. And
I remember when we were on the phone the other day, you were making pizza.
Mm-hmm. What I do is I don't make it fresh. I go buy cheese pizzas, cheap $2.50 pizzas.
And put all the other stuff. Yeah.
And put everything on there. I don't like real pepperoni. I put turkey pepperoni on there, mushrooms, spinach, sometimes onions, depending on the time of day. I don't mind. I don't eat raw onions because I don't want to be offensive to people, but I'll have some sauteed onions on there, some green peppers, maybe, some jalapenos.
So would it bother you? Okay, well, I guess where I was going with this, if you were getting a delivery, because that's where I'm going with this. I got a delivery yesterday. He didn't have a mask on. That kind of bothered me, even though I know the mask mandate outside is lifted and all that kind of stuff. But am I taking that too far?
About the mask mandate?
No, it's just that when the way they do it around here, they'll call you before, because, so many pizza deliveries really do I'm not making a joke of it, they get robbed and some kill. So what they'll do is they'll call you to let you know that, hey, I'm out here with your pizza, come outside, and then make sure everything all right.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, all right, well, I'm right here, waving at the door, come bring it. I ain't walking all the way, my walkway is long. And he didn't have a mask on. I'm like, shouldn't you have a mask on?
Yeah, I don't know. I live in Indiana, as you know, at this point, and people stopped wearing masks as soon as possible. And I can guarantee you no, I'm not going to say that much, maybe 50%, I'm going to go safe. 50% have not been vaccinated, but they're the ones in danger, not me. They're the ones in danger, not me. I'm vaccinated, and the more research that they're doing, that like really crazy, the Delta doesn't affect. There was some great big birthday party that just happened, and almost everyone got the Delta strain. It was in the United States. They got it, except for those that were vaccinated.
Wow.
Michael's gonna cook for me. Hey, we got to schedule that because we neighbors.
I was going to say,
I haven't seen
live
you.
around the way.
Huh?
Don't y'all both live around the way?
Yes, and we have been talking. When I was still in Chicago, we were supposed to work together. We were supposed to, because he's a phenomenal writer. That's Whoopi Goldberg was one of his inspirations, by the way. As is Paula, who's also listening. Golly, her script is so fabulous. Okay, she is. These are Indiana people. I'm in Indiana, and I don't have no friends. What's up with that, Paula and Michael? Sorry.
I'm with her though.
Invite me over, please. And you know what? I'm fortunate because now I have access to a vehicle. It's not mine. Working on that. But I can come. Invite me. I'm really crazy now though. But maybe in August. Maybe not August. Done a good deal of the time, but
You know, they say men
September.
are the best cooks. Do you agree with that?
My experience has been good cooks are good cooks no matter what their gender. I don't think there's the best. My father was a great cook, but he was a messy, dirty man. That's why Susan was like, you ain't cooking in my house. Well, my mother loved it when daddy cooked.
That would be me. I can cook, but I'm messy.
Messy. My Aunt Sadika taught me how to cook and clean at the same time. So I cook and clean. So when I'm finished using the bowls, I wash
That's how
them.
my
And when
wife
I'm-
is. Yeah, she cooks and cleans at the same time.
Yeah, I cook and clean. So when I'm done cooking, there's hardly any dishes to be done. And when I say clean, I don't mean just wash.
She hates
and
when I go in
rinse.
the kitchen.
I mean wash, rinse, dry, and put away.
Yeah, that's what she does. Yeah.
I don't like
hate-
messes.
She hates when I go in the kitchen. Whatever.
I don't like messes.
I told you I'm a bum.
Stop saying that, would you? Stop saying that. It's not true. I don't hang out with bums.
Why does that bother you?
I-
I'm a bum.
Because you're not. If you were a bum, you wouldn't be doing this show. You'd be too lazy to do it. If you were a bum, you wouldn't do all the beautiful graphics work that you do, spending hours and hours of your time creating. That bums don't do that.
What do
Those
bums do?
words are powerful.
She got PPC on me, y'all. She got PPC on me.
I'm working on myself too. I am no judge. There are certain things I'm very good with my words, but certain things I'm still a work in progress. Like April Aries said, you know, I'm a work in progress. I mean, she's not the only one, obviously, but she said it recently on our show.
Aren't we all a work in progress though?
Yes, we are. You better be, or why are you alive? But I'm just saying, I can't yell and scream about what you need to do when I need to do it too. What you preach most, you need to learn most.
Now, you know what?
Mm.
I can't grill worth a damn.
Really? That's surprising.
I know. What can I say?
You know, I've heard about, like, I have a friend that says that he's an amazing griller. I can't wait to taste it. I know a lot of people say that they're the best. I know William Lee is freaking awesome. He's really good. His food is just, but he's a messy cook too. Ooh. Messy. Sometimes I try to help by cleaning around him, huh?
I really and truly suck at it. My bad.
That's okay. Everybody can't do everything. I don't even know if I can do it because I really want an air fryer and I want an indoor grill because I like grill food all year long.
I don't like air fryer food.
I do. My Aunt Anna Lee, when I visited her the last time, she made me grill. She made me do the indoor grilling of the salmon, smoked salmon. And it made me dream of having one. And then she also made air fried chicken, little pieces of air fried chicken. It was the most delicious meal. Maybe it was because it wasn't cooked well.
No, we went out to Walmart and bought one, and it seemed like everything that I made in that air fryer I didn't like it.
Maybe you just don't know what you're doing. Maybe you don't know, just like with grilling, you don't know how to do it. Because my aunt's stuff tastes like gourmet right off a restaurant floor.
Maybe
I mean, not
air
floor,
fryer.
but she used air fryer and it was
No,
delicious.
maybe it was a cheap one that I had. You know.
Oh, true.
Maybe the air fryer itself wasn't sucked ass. I mean, maybe, you know.
Michael said the sweetest thing. He said, one of the things that he took away from yesterday is all of us are excellent human beings and so talented and great at what we do. You know what you're talking about, Michael, because you in that league. You're a great man. And I pray for you all the time that you heal so you're strong enough to continue on this legacy that you're building.
So I'm not allowed to call myself a bum anymore. But I like
you can call yourself a bum, and I can say you're not a bum. So that's part
I
of
want
our
to be
shtick.
no, that's my goal, to be a beach bum. To just sit on the beach all day long while Ching Ching is
You couldn't do it.
Yes, I could.
No, you couldn't.
Why not?
I know you. You couldn't do it because you have to create. Yeah. You have to create.
I'll be sitting, I'll be riding in the car, or I'll be sitting somewhere and I'll hear a song. I could put this, or even the commercial. Wow, nobody's done that.
That's why I'll never retire. Now, I might take time out to travel the world. That's my dream. Or to sit in one place, my lake house, and write for 6 months, write a novel or a year. But that's not retiring. I'm always going to be active. My daddy was one of the most active people I've ever known, and my grandfather too. They did so many wonderful things, but their sicknesses sat them down in front of the TV. And that's when I knew my daddy wasn't going to be with me too much longer, because he stopped creating, he stopped doing things. Daddy had 3 jobs my whole life. And when he, quote unquote, retired, and I'm not saying I'm not going to die. I know I am. Everybody does, but I'm not going to help myself along. And I pray to God that I maintain my health.
So you're going to be like Betty White?
When I say don't retire, I'm not talking about acting forever. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't know if I want to be 100 years old doing movies. I just don't. I want to write and write for other people, create for other people, produce for other people, direct for other people, because I'm continuing and I've had my go of it and I want to continue doing it, but there will come a time when I'm more interested in creating for others. But I don't want to ever retire.
So here's the thing. When you get that house on the lake, I'm coming to your house. I'm going to be there for like every 6 months for like 3 months, and I'm going to be a bum.
All right. That's not the same as being a bum like every day, every minute, It's not. That's a visit and hanging out. That's what I think. It's like, those people that buy houses everywhere. I understand that. I think that's cool. That's your choice. But for me, my home is where my heart is. So, I might have a friend in, Philadelphia or New Jersey that has a home. I'll come visit them. Or I have my friends in Maryland. I'll go visit them. I have my girl in San Diego, go visit them. Get my friends at Atlanta, go visit them and spend time with them. Not coming in and out for a day or two, but like stay a month, chill.
Wait a minute. You didn't hear what I said. I'm coming in for 3 months.
Oh, 3 months. Well, then I guess I'm gonna have to have a guest house, because I don't know if I want you in my house for 3 months.
She's kicking me out, y'all.
No, my house is gonna be my house. My house, but I want a space for visitors to come and hang out. I do want that. Maybe it'll be 2 places with a moat in between. I'm not sure, but
said a moat.
A moat, but with a bridge, a
drawbridge and
a bridge. What my actual dream was to have 2 houses that are connected by a bridge, and that bridge is the community part of the home. It's like where the kitchen, a huge den, all the entertainment happens there. You know what I'm saying? But on one side is my private and personal space that no one else is welcome in except for Sophia. And the other side is where I have my guests that visit.
I could live with that.
Even a partner, if I had a partner, they'd live on the other side.
Wait a minute.
They live on the other side. That's what I've always said. If I wanted to live near my partner, I would still want them in their own part of it. I want my own room. I want my own office. I want my own sacred space for me.
You talking
and
about
God.
your partner and like your life partner, you know, who you.
Yeah.
So if you got your own and he got, where y'all at?
Wherever we want, his room or mine. He could come over there, obviously.
Oh, I was getting ready to say that.
No. He's invited. He's invited to come and be in my house.
Does he have to
My
go
part
back
of the
to the other
house.
side when he get finished, or can he?
Huh?
Can he leave?
No, he can stay. He can sleep over.
Oh, he
But his
sleep
space.
over?
See,
What the fuck?
he could stay over. But the thing about it is, it's like I want. See, I'm an older woman. So I know what I like to look at. I know what I like things to look like. And I want to have a space that is how I was inspired to fix it up.
Okay.
I happen to deal with very creative men usually. So they have their own ideas about what that should look like. So I want them to be able to make their part of the home like they want to make their part of the home. A great big man cave, if that's what you want. But I want my part to be feminine and soft with flowers and prints and Moroccan rugs and plants everywhere. And it's not a masculine look. I have male in me, I'm balanced, but I love femininity.
You need to get yourself a bum because most bums really don't give a damn.
Some bums don't. I've never had a bum.
You need to get you. It'll make your life
I'm
so
not
much
attracted
easier.
to lazy people.
I don't mean a lazy bum. I mean,
I wouldn't mind a man that let me fix things up, but I would feel the need to make it more balanced when it comes to male, female in our home. If they were in my home, I would feel the need to make it more for both of us.
You
I
know
wouldn't
what?
have no man and a bunch of flowers and all that kind of stuff. I just wouldn't do that to a man. I would choose colors that were more unisex. I would choose furniture that's more unisex. I would do that. That's why I want my own space, so I can make it for a woman, this woman, so it's sacred to me. And it's something I've always dreamed of. I've always dreamed of a personal space. And that might sound selfish, and it probably is selfish, but I've never had it, so I don't see why I can't.
Well, I mean,
And I don't want a great big footprint, by the way. I don't want to 40 acres of land to do this. I don't need a whole lot of space. It doesn't have to be great big. It doesn't have to be great big. I like to clean myself, so I don't want to have to hire people because it's so much space to clean.
Oh, I'm hiring somebody.
Yeah, I don't want people in my house, in my space, even cleaners and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, if
I like to clean myself, and I just don't want other people's energy in that sacred space.
In fact, I'll hire a decorator. Who cares?
I am gonna hopefully hire an architect though to do this. Yeah, Chauncey said he feels the same way about a significant other. He needs his space. And Michael said he's been single for 5 years, so he gotta have his space. Especially now that you've had it since you were 53, you've had your own space. It's hard to give it up. See, I have never had it. I know that's not true. I had it one time. I had an apartment in North Hollywood. It was small and sweet and oh my, I loved it. I loved it. It was a studio with a loft. Had a small kitchen, one bathroom, full bath. It had the downstairs living area that had a balcony, and then there was a spiral staircase that went up to the loft, and that's where my canopy bed was. And I had dolls
How
because
the
I was
hell?
I thought my daughter, if I ever had one, was going to want dolls. So I collected dolls. I collected leather-bound books with gold etching. I had books everywhere.
Listen.
Plants everywhere. I loved it.
How the hell did they get that mattress up those spiral steps?
I don't even remember, because it was a king size bed.
Damn.
It was a king size. The place was that big. It was a king size canopy bed up a spiral, a wrought iron fence thing. I think they just like had to push it up. Someone's up top, something's below, and they push it up and they pull it over. That's how it wasn't like a really deep. It was my ceilings were decent height down below, but it wasn't so low that it would be impossible to just put a heavy mattress up there. That was the hardest part, mattress. And I had a closet that was so big that I didn't need a dresser, because my closet was big and it had a dresser within it and a lot of hanging space.
This was in New York?
No, this is in North Hollywood, California.
North Hollywood.
It was lovely. It hurt my soul to have to leave that place.
Typical.
Everybody that came there was like, I love your place.
Typical Hollywood. So who you got coming up tomorrow?
I am so excited to have Summer Hill 7. He is coming on the PPC podcast, and then next week on the PPC radio show. This guy has such a beautiful spirit and wonderful energy about him. He is an attorney turned actor turned creative innovator, and he is really exciting and fun person. I found a new friend in him. So I hope you guys join or listen in on the podcast, because the podcast is never the same as the radio show. We talk a little bit about what we do on the podcast. Podcast is all them, and they really get to share. Like when Michael came on, Michael said a whole lot on that podcast that did not get brought up yesterday. A whole lot. So if you think, oh, I'm getting it by watching the
you're not.
You're not. It's the same person, but it's a different format, and it's way deeper, I think.
Okay, prime example, Shelly.
Right.
Podcast went in one direction, so I'm already, because I'm on amp. Yeah, we're gonna talk about urban expression. We're gonna talk about, and when Shelly I was just sitting there like, damn, what happened? What happened to? But I thought we was gonna, and it went in a whole nother direction, That had
I'm so thankful. I'm telling you guys from the beginning, when I turned 40 years old is when I got the inspiration to do this project. Anything to do with the brand of PPC. Pink Penny Confessions is what it used to be called. Now it's Powerful Personal Conversations. Don't get it twisted. And my dream for the book, for everything I was going to do with it, besides the movie and stuff, was that I interviewed other people. But I couldn't get anybody to talk to me. People would be stilted, like Monica Rose. Monica, I interviewed her, and she was so uncomfortable at that time. But this time when she came on, she was ready for me. So I think because I put my heart out there, because I opened myself like a book, people started to trust me and were cool with talking to me. And so now it is finally what I always wanted it to be. Now, I haven't done a Pink Penny version of a book like this. That is my dream. That is another thing I want to do. Everybody keeps waiting for another Pink Penny Confessions from me that's about me. But I don't want to do another book about me. I want me interspersed. And I've already written that part. I want my book to be about other people. So I think I'm just thinking of what I want to do. So I might go back to some of the people that I've interviewed in the past and write about them, do their story, and that'll be the new Pink Pennies, the second version of it.
So what would the movie
exactly be? What I want it to be.
So what would the movie be about?
Well, the movies, I wrote that first. The movie is loosely based on my life. Well, I've written the play version, a musical version, a series version, and a movie. So I don't know which one is going to ever get done, if ever. It might get done, just not with me in it. But it's loosely based. Loosely, I say that. Loosely based on my life. A lot of stuff in it is real, but it's different names, different circumstances, whatever. And the stories are spread out amongst a group of women and one man. And it is very good. And my publisher for my book and for my new book that's coming out, I'm gonna send you the information about that so we can start talking about that. It's called Faith, Failure, Success, Surviving the Storm. That's coming out this summer.
This summer?
This summer.
Why you ain't tell me?
I have. You just don't really hear me. I've been mentioning it. It's an anthology. It's not mine alone. It's me.
Don't say I don't listen to you.
No. I'm saying sometimes you're high or you're thinking about basketball or whatever it is, and you miss it. And it's not like I've been like nailing it on the head. I'm not blaming you about anything. I'm just saying sometimes you don't hear me and sometimes I don't hear you. That's no.
Did you say sometimes I be high?
Okay. The sun is coming out. Yay!
And you know what's crazy? It just started raining here.
Maybe it's moving on finally. Because it has been raining for 2 straight days here. The only problem with this is now that means it's going to get hotter. Yeah. I don't like that.
Don't like that. I was finally able to turn the air conditioner off in my house.
Did y'all ever fix that situation? Good. I know you're happy.
They put it in and took the old one out.
Good. Congratulations. I know you and your wife are very happy about that.
You know what? I'm a weirdo. I really don't.
You don't mind the heat?
Yeah. I don't like air conditioning. I don't like air. I don't like fans blowing on me.
Oof, man. I literally have a fan on. The only time I don't have a fan is if I'm traveling and they don't have a fan. So if I'm staying at your house, please get a fan for me because I can't sleep.
She had a fan. She had the fan and the air conditioner on.
Well, that I don't get, but the sleep I get. Because we have the air conditioner on and I have a fan on. When we lost our heat for some reason, I can't remember what the reason was, but it was like something went out, whatever. We didn't have heat. And in the middle of the winter, it was freezing outside.
That's when
I still needed a fan. And I still sweat like a pig and I had to sleep on top of the sheet. I get hot.
He had the air conditioner and the fan on this morning. I just couldn't sleep under that. So I was downstairs because I turned everything off because it finally got cooler. So she prances out. I'm like, I know you're not going to leave that on. It's going to be hot. No.
Yeah, it's hard when your partner is different from you, you know?
No, the thing about it's not only different. We have separate room. You got to pay that. Why have that thing running? I don't go, once I get dressed and leave out the bedroom, I don't go back to the bedroom until I'm going to sleep. So she's at work. I'm downstairs. There's no reason for that to be on, just running up the bill. It's not that.
Unless you want to keep the house comfortable. If you have it on a setting that's normal, you know, like say.
No,
75.
we don't have central air. That's what you're not understanding. We don't have central air.
I know, but still, if your room is at a coolness so when you come home, you don't have to wait an hour to cool it off.
See, but I'm home all day. Turn it off. I know that she leaves work at 4:00. At 3:30, I'll be glad to turn it on for you.
That's true.
There is no need for that to be running during.
Yeah, that's a very good idea, and I hope you said that. I hope you said that. What you just said makes sense.
There's
turn it on a good hour before she comes home.
Yeah, but there's no need for it to be running all day, and I'm not upstairs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're
right. That's absolutely true.
I got the big one turned on. I got the big one turned off right now because there's no need for it to be in the living room. I'm not in the living room. I'm down here. And it's cooler.
She's just not thinking about that. That's all. So let me ask you this. How long is the music? Because we got 9 minutes.
We got 9 minutes. We're just going to do a tribute to Bill. That's it. I'll show y'all the.
Thank you, everyone. Let me say this before, as usual. Thank you so much for chiming in. Yeah, I think I've said everything. I hope so. Sometimes I don't get the messages until after the fact. But thank you so much for chiming in. Your thoughts. Nobody gave us any true. I mean, I guess we talked a little bit about it, but thank you for being here today, and we look forward to seeing you again. And please support my podcast Friday on Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, Apple, and many other services. I post about it.
That part.
Thank you, Robbie. Always thank you.
Guess what? I won't be playing it because I didn't cue it up right.
Okay, well that's all right. We usually don't do it on Thursday anymore.
Yeah, it don't matter. Yeah, I just want to play a little tribute to Bill, but it don't matter. Welcome home, Bill. Always had.
Was it a Philly thing?
Yeah, it kind of was Philly, kind of a.
Michael, if you go to my page or to Eddie's page or to Shelly's page, you can see our show yesterday. Just click on it.
Yes.
It was live and now it's recorded and it's on there. Or you could go to YouTube, the Grown Folks Radio YouTube page and watch it. Watch any of them. Where else can they see it? Twitch. I don't have Twitch, so I say I act like I know what I'm talking about, but
everybody has Twitch.
Everybody has Twitch?
Yeah, all you gotta do is just type it into your browser.
I have to look it up just out of curiosity. I don't know anything about it.
Yes, just look it up. Actually. Yeah, no, anybody can get Twitch. Same way you can go to Google. In fact, go to Google and just Google Twitch. And it will come up.
Okay.
I believe I
can fly. Sorry.
Well, you know which one just hit me? I believe in you and me, and I believe in... I don't know why I was thinking of that song. I think that was when the Brady Bunch kids were out. Damn, did I just snitch on myself for how old I am? Because you really got.
I was watching reruns of that show.
What?
Brady Bunch.
The Brady kids.
Brady Bunch, yeah, and and Cindy Brady made my life because everybody's like Cindy Brady, the whitest person on earth, and that's what they were saying. I was white.
Cindy Brady, huh?
Cindy Brady. Hated. I was like, why couldn't you call me Cynthia? Why? Right. Cynthia, I like that name. Why couldn't you call me Cynthia? Why Cindy? If you want to call me Cindy as a nickname. Why you gonna give me the whitest name on earth on the south side of Chicago 100s? Why would you name me Cindy?
Oh, I do have it. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Real quick. I just want to play this for y'all real quick. If this will play.
Hey everybody, I'm Brave Williams.
Key.
I know. I switched it around.
Where'd it go? I was into it.
It didn't go anywhere. It's just saying free. Like, it's just saying that
I sang that song.
Bill is free. Welcome home, Bill.
Welcome home.
Because he was just done wrong, and that's all I'm saying.
That ages me. Welcome back.
Ooh, To the dream.
That- Welcome back. What's the day today?
That would be
Is
a hard beat to work with.
Are we on July yet? Is it the last day of the month? We're on July 1st?
July 1.
Yay, welcome July.
July 2. And that means that Saturday is my daughter's birthday, Sharnice.
Happy birthday to you. Sorry, I'm in a singing mood. I have to open myself up because I got to record tomorrow. I got a big recording tomorrow, and it's hard because I'm doing 2 parts. It's a classical, and I'm singing alto and soprano. So I've been practicing every day. And
how do you prep for that? How do you prepare for that?
Well, this one was really hard because usually I have the music and I have the recorded music, and they, play the piano part or whatever so I can hear the part and I learn it. But this time, they didn't give me that. All they gave me was the music, and the oboe is playing the parts so I could hear it, but they didn't give me music.
You mean that big thing, the oboe, that big?
Yeah, that's playing the parts that I sing. But the problem that was difficult was they did not give me the handwritten music or the music. So there's it's the Lord's Prayer put to a classical tune. I'm not going to give too much information because I'm going to have him on the show and we're going to play it and sing it or deal with it, whatever. But this hallelujahs. And so I don't have any music to know when to say hallelujah.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, so it's been hard to learn. It's a very difficult song, but it is beautiful. So I just been listening and singing. And
did you tell him you need the music?
Yes, I did. Never heard back.
Didn't work.
So tomorrow, what we might have to do when we get to the hallelujahs is do sections at a time. Instead of me just singing it straight through, I'll just have to do a section and a section and a section. Because I kind of know it, but I'm not perfect because I didn't have music. I read music. I need a music.
So tomorrow, first of all, let's start from scratch. Tomorrow at 12 p.m., the PPC podcast comes out. Y'all better watch it.
Listen, it's not a watcher. But starting next week, unfortunately, we thought Summer was going to be our first guest.
Yeah,
that we had the video version of the conversation, but we had some technical difficulties on my side, so that didn't work out.
No, we both screwed up.
Okay, we both screwed up. I just don't know enough about that stuff. But anyway, hopefully next week's guest will be the first podcast possibly, and I'm not going to do it all the time. I'm going to do it when I have superb guests, which I've already had. I've had superb guests, but we just didn't have the time or the technology. And honestly, it was extra work and I wasn't willing to do it, but I'm ready to do it now.
No, don't say we had the time and the technology. I was just waiting for the green light. I was sitting there
it's all my fault. I wasn't happy enough with the way that I looked to be seen that way, which doesn't make sense because I've been seen every week for last year. I know it doesn't make sense, but I know what it was. I'm gonna tell you, it was the fact that I did not want to have to memorize stuff. A conversation is a conversation. It's a fluid action. But my podcast, all the other stuff, I write that. I don't just wing that. I write it. And I didn't want to have to memorize it to shoot it. So that's why I am not doing the whole podcast visually, just the conversation.
I think the conversation is the only thing that should be visualized anyway. See, that's the problem with the world. They're too visual. Everybody wants instant visual.
Nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to listen.
Nobody listens anymore.
So I'm going to do this for my visually stimulated people because I think they would support the podcast that much more if they could see some. There's a lot of people talking out there. I understand that. One of my agents, who is a very good friend, was like, "Babe, I'm sorry, I can't listen to it. I just don't want to. I'm sorry. I support you though, but I don't want to listen." So he's never heard my podcast ever. He's never heard it.
Listeners are very far and few between. I'm telling you, if you get an all visual podcast, you will get better.
You know what I'm hoping for?
It's just my opinion.
This is what this is what this is basically. But what I'm hoping for is that eventually I'm so huge that people go back and listen. That's what I'm hoping for.
Why are you hoping? I thought we were speaking into existence.
Okay, thank you for the reminder. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, we're not hoping for anything. I hope my weed man come today. That's
yeah, you don't have any control over that. But you could speak that into existence also, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Man, this young boy, he come when he feel like it, talking about, I got to work. What kind of hustler are you, talking about you got a job? I'm kidding, y'all. Always have a job.
The smart kind.
I know, I'm kidding. Hey, if you're getting it enough, yeah, you still need the smart because you still need to put that on the books. Anyway, next week, first of all, tonight, 8 o'clock. Simpson.
Simpson's on tonight. It is Thursday, isn't it?
Yes, her Night Vibe show is tonight at 8 o'clock.
Awesome.
We're just playing archives for a single Saturday night. Shelly's taking a little break.
Good for her.
Monty on the Scene will be back Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Yo, I was so mad. My sister was on there last week, Monica Rose, and I didn't know about it until after the fact. I was hurt.
Have you seen it yet?
Still haven't seen it because I have too much work to do. I unfortunately can't do any extra. I'm trying to learn hundreds of lines.
Hundreds of lines. I get it.
Got to do that.
I get it. So
when that's done, I'll go back.
So next Wednesday, we'll be back.
We'll be back. Please join us, and I'll send reminders to all y'all.
Don't forget, y'all, tune in on Sundays at 10. Listen to Old Man play.
It's for Old Man. He didn't come today.
I think he's working.
Understand. Work, honey.
Work.
Do you work.
So we'll be back next week, and don't forget, y'all, this is day 9 of 30 mashups in 30 days. Speaking of Will Smith and Jada, and y'all gonna like this one.
He does great matchups.
This is The Fresh Prince meets.
Oh shoot! I'm gonna have to listen to that.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air meets Not Unusual
to be loved by anyone.
Carlton Dance.
Ba-na-na-na-na.
Yeah, that part.
All right, we out of here, y'all. That's a wrap.
As she said, that's a wrap, y'all. Thank y'all for coming. See you later.